Okay.
I wonder if I could. It's pretty risky, but I could stay behind and get aboard somehow, and maybe and when we got to work, I could like send a message, maybe, or. I don't
Well,
know.
none of those freight, are either those freighters in port, or do you want to interrogate this guy to see if he knows the name of the star system, or knows someone who does, so we can jump there?
Tracking it that way would be one thing, but if we can't figure it out that way, we'll have to get out who his superior is and who would have the information we want and track that guy down. So we have a couple routes to us. Tracking the guy down might be a bit easier than my idea than the other idea I had, but
Unfortunately, what I'd really like does require Seb.
You want to just mind wipe him and send him back as a Manchurian candidate sort of thing?
No, I want to wait for those freighters to come in. Shall we say, spend some time with one of their astropaths. And so when they then return to where they're going, they just send a message without, worrying too much about it, just where they are.
That would be good.
Sending a command like that is possible, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we need Seb still.
Yeah.
Damn it! Where's our psyker?
I know.
Sorry, where's our other psychic?
No.
Where's your useful psych? Oh no, sorry.
Oh.
No, you did pretty much stun that guy, so you're proving your use.
I stunned him. I broke his teeth.
And his nose.
Yeah.
Let's not forget the nose.
Just because I don't have the tracking starship tracking warp power. This is the first time I've had to track a starship.
well, I think I get tracking as an ability.
Yeah,
but not through the warp,
footprint
though.
sort of thing.
That's tracking someone on foot.
Oh,
Tracking someone through the warp is something pretty much only navigators can do.
Well, we
because
have a
you
navigator.
to be able to look. Yeah, but I don't have the power, and I can't get it to next rank now if I wanted it.
So your only option that way would be to hire somebody who does have it.
Yeah, that'd work.
Well, we have your Navis house, don't we?
Yeah. Whether that I've got a peer or something in there, are they?
Mhm.
Skills. Surely they're a peer. I surely have a peer in my Navis house.
You'd think you would, yeah.
Depends.
It's not listed, but I don't think I haven't
You're
watched
that
the history in
popular,
that
yes.
I'm horribly unpopular and being sent out here as punishment.
Oh, don't tempt him.
No, I wouldn't say that means that, but
You would.
but yeah, you'll have at least inroads into the local navigator houses.
Yeah.
So you'd have to then go and.
Oh, don't look at me to roll any fellowship rolls.
Well, I was about to say you'd have to either convince them or pay them money.
Well, usually we do the paying money route is the usual way that navigator houses work.
Yeah, but please don't.
Because we know we're horrible monsters.
Yeah, look, I'm really butt ugly. Would you just do this as a favour for me?
Yeah, we go. Here's a giant pile of thrones.
That tends to work with a lot of people.
Well, so.
At this,
Abhor the mutant, unless he's paying you well.
Yes. Ooh. Why's a new note just popped up?
Yeah.
Don't ask me.
Oh, that's a bit weird. I've not seen your note on here. It was in the old fantasy style as well. So
yeah, plus, of course, we can
Time
get
travel.
freebies on the warp route. I'm not going to say no. You can't have this warp route,
yeah.
which is always helps.
Okay.
So I'm going to get someone who's got actual barter when I can finally find the skill. I remember what it's called, but I vaguely remember. Let's see.
Not mine. Mine's eating.
She's meowing at the sofa while looking at the back of it. I don't even know. She just does it sometimes. She jumps up on the sofa. She's going to curl up and go to sleep in about 2 minutes.
Whilst
And she
howling
meows
at a sofa.
Yep.
You have the best cat.
Everyone needs a
The
hobby.
worst cat.
Alright, so... And then we still need to have the ship have left here fairly recently, I guess, to track it too, I think.
Yeah, you need to be able to following it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, should be able to find the ship this guy came in on at least. Recent arrivals.
Well, we need one of the freighters that they're using more than...
I know. I just think any information could be helpful.
Yeah, where did he come from would be a nice piece of information to know.
Where did who come from?
The guy,
The guy we captured.
slightly beaten and bloody.
Slightly.
Well, you haven't started you've just been thinking. You haven't actually started questioning him yet.
Well, yeah, I mean, but that's one of the things that would be nice to know. If,
When
We're
we do.
trying to figure out what we're gonna.
Well, you could wake him up and start punching him and interrogating him.
Yeah, we can start doing that. I mean, we gotta. I mean, we
You got
can
plenty.
keep thinking about ideas, but we should probably just save that for till the next hold that off until the next session and discuss in the thread about what we're gonna do. But we should get as much information as we can now.
know what his name is. Is
Dead
his,
man.
walking.
Yeah, pretty much.
can we
It was-
track which ship he came in on?
Yeah, the ship he came in on, the freighters. I don't know if he knows that, but we'll try to get as much information out of him as we can.
Well, where he's from, yeah. Let's
Yeah, where he's from.
Find out.
And who is in charge of him.
Yeah. Okay. So, you might as well make your interrogation test.
Alright.
You're going to do that because I just don't have it available yet until next session when I fix everything.
Gotcha, fine. In which case it's going to be at 42.
I'm going to hover.
52, thank you very much.
You're doing it wrong.
8 point. Doing it very wrong.
Don't stroke his hair. Don't stroke.
Better, much better.
Don't compliment or stroke his hair. I want you to
3 of
interrogate
success.
him.
He strikes his hair, then rips the clump out.
Yeah, no, yeah, that... priming, clearly. I know what I'm doing. Sort of. So yeah, 1 degree of success.
So, what are you trying to find out from him?
Well, first of all, where he's from.
He's from the Kellic sector. He's one of Zerzen's old staff members.
Yay. What was the shopping list of questions we had for this guy?
Well, where is he recently from?
Alright, yes, where is he... Where was...
How did he get
where-
this footfall?
On the ship. You pounded for
Oh,
his
shit.
answer.
Yeah,
Pound him
sorry,
for
that's-
stupid answers.
Yeah, that's...
No, he was dropped off here as one of the local spies. He basically moves around footfall, kind of moving in and out of cover, trying to
Alright.
pick up things.
Alright, who does he report directly to Zerzan? And if not, who is his superior?
Yeah, who is he talking to in the bar? That's important.
He's there to
Okay.
meet various incoming, what you call it, spies and informants for Zerzan, and he doesn't report straight to Zerzan. He reports to Zerzan's seneschal,
Who's his seneschal?
Torgus Fahad.
Okay. Does this guy know where Torgus Fahad was recently? Or is he still with Zerzan's retinue?
He's in Zerzan's retinue, but yeah, that's it. Yeah, he basically has an astropath, and kind of sends out his messages at regular points to the cluster, and then the cluster then forwards them onto wherever Torgus is.
Okay, where is your astropath?
He hires one from the station,
Oh, okay.
so he doesn't have his own astropath. He
No,
just gets one of the general ones who can beam it off into space. And the way astropath works, you don't really remember where they're sending the message half the time.
No, true. Alright, what was... the The train of events we picked up from the first few inquiry checks was that Zerzan went to the Damaris sector first and then colonized the Letrine cluster, right?
Yep.
Does this guy know anything special about Damaris? Why it was so important to Zerzan's dynasty?
He says it wasn't important to them. It was. They basically were searching for a mining opportunity or something. They're basically doing what you do, just go around prospecting. When they decided to jump from there outwards and just happened to land in the cluster. So basically, it was just luck they found the cluster, which has been.
Could he?
Sorry?
Could he point out the planet where the which planets or where the planets are on a regular star map?
No, we already have the Letrine cluster on here. If you look,
Yeah, next to
Well, does he know
Mars.
the other ones, like the extra worlds
No,
with the
he just-
mining?
they haven't told him where they are because they're not properly
No.
defended. So.
Tell us more about this issue with the Eldar.
It's just some pirates have been raiding them. It's been a problem for centuries apparently, but now that the Zerdan's there, he's taken command of their military and has beaten the Eldar back, and is conducting a campaign against their base. As soon as he's destroyed that, he'll secure the cluster for the first time.
with respect, Trust, I know we want everything we can to beat down on Zerzan, but do you really think using the Eldar pirates for anything is a good idea?
Yeah, we're not siding with the Eldar.
Well, as I said, just never hurts to have an option.
No, true, but let's leave that on
when
the
when
things
the option is Eldar, it hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then again, we can't really talk. We're using Kroot, we've got Augment Warriors, we've got a ship with some sort of alien device.
Oh, big deal. We stole
didn't-
that fair and square.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Indeed.
Yeah, possession is 9/10 of the law, fair point.
I was like, well, keep in mind, we do have a ship with Eldar weaponry. We could,
Wait.
if we can use that to mask our.
No, no, no.
The Shard
Shark-
Cannon
Eldar?
isn't Eldar.
Oh, I thought it
Xenos,
was.
It's
Not
a
Eldar.
dead Xenos race they can't identify. It's
Yeah,
not Eldar.
it's basically a category of weapon that doesn't draw the same amount of power or doesn't take the same amount of space. So it's basically a macro cannon battery, but a hell of a lot more efficient.
All right then. I thought that was mentioned as Eldar. Okay. I feel like we could use that in order to mask our presence for our attacks. And I think just Eldar piracy.
It's a good idea, but no, that won't work this
No.
time.
Oh well.
Because we specifically went against getting anything with Eldar tech on it because we knew it would absolutely cause Seb to lose it.
Yeah.
All right then.
All right, anybody else got any other questions? Because I'm kind of tapped out here.
When's the next freighter due?
Does he know who the spies in our crew are?
They're low level. They were only able to infiltrate like ratings and stuff like that on board. So he's got no one high level, but there's got people who report in every time they hit port.
We've got some purgery to do later, Trust, I think.
Indeed. Okay. Let me think here.
Does he know anything about Zerzan's wife?
She was the queen of the cluster, and last of her dynasty. And
Does he know that she is a psyker?
no, he knows that there
Wait.
are more psychers. Well, actually, no, he wouldn't know that. So no, he doesn't know. When you mentioned that he's a psyker, he goes, "What?" So he doesn't know that the queen's a psyker.
Okay. Then.
So,
Oh!
Zerzan doesn't know that she's a psycho.
Yeah, the guy
Oh, boy.
the guy you're torturing, interrogating,
Does not know.
doesn't know. So it's a surprise when you say that. So.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we have more information on that for later.
Well, now we don't get to kill this guy because we've got to let that information spread.
Who says we have to have him spread that information? Particularly seeing
True,
as... Also, it's a really poor idea to let a guy loyal to the dynasty in question spread that information.
Yeah.
Eh.
All right. Let's think here. Normally, you just get reports on, on our location where we are at the time. That's pretty much, but you also
what
found
does he
out
get
about
reports on?
Yeah, I need to know what all. I need all the information he has on us.
Yeah, he starts detailing it. They know about They know you have a colony world, but they didn't really know where it was. They do now because the captain sent it by astropath before he jumped.
Damn.
Apart from that, they know that you've got links to Terra Nova and Lucian's Breath, but they're both too much of a high populous world for them to move against.
Well, that is until... Actually, there's a question. What does he know about this battle cruiser they're supposedly getting?
Apparently it was half constructed, but they kind of ran out of materials when, when whatever happened to make them fall. Apparently the cluster kind of lost all long-range jumping. They had, the worlds are close enough that they could jump blind between them safely, but anything beyond that was considered too dangerous. So they kind of survived on the three systems they've got.
How many planets are in each system?
He doesn't know exactly, but he thinks that the main system has only got a couple of worlds. One of them has only got one world that kind of supplies most of the metals and promethium the systems need, but one of them has got quite a lot of inhabited worlds on it, in fact 5 or 6.
Okay, so it's definitely confined to that area there. Does he know which world is where they gather all that material? Because that's probably where we got,
As far as he knows,
where they're getting.
The capital world, Lectria, has got the kind of the shipyard above it. That's apparently quite a nice world, but there's also another world there that I think he calls Morian, which is a hive world. So most of the population, like the slave labour they use, comes from that world. Well, all the rich people live on this one. Yep.
This would be more about the tech. Their tech priest. Would be Magos Solera Figus. Hang on, let me see what that thing is. Yeah. Magos Soler. Is he the one that's in charge of building this thing?
Yes, he's taken over the construction.
Okay.
So, it's stalled, and they're equivalent to the tech priests. Well, they weren't tech priests, they're all there. Like mechanical people kind of moved on to just working on stuff on the planet and lost all the knowledge. But he's turned up, he's got the knowledge, and he's, with Zers, and they've been able to restart the construction of it.
Does he know how long it'll take roughly for them to get it sorted out?
He's got no idea.
Should take a long time. These things take centuries to make.
Decades.
True.
Yeah, centuries it wouldn't even be an issue, but if they're trying to build a powerful fleet to wipe us out, we do have a bit of a time limit.
Are there any other rogue traders involved?
Not that he knows of, but he's relatively low level. He just runs most of the footfall operations.
Oh, so we got the head of the footfall operations then, huh?
Is the Imperium...
Let's get a little bit more information on that.
But actually, do the word
The word.
Christ. The
bird's not the word this time.
mechanic-y people.
The Mechanicus.
The Mechanicus?
Yes, Mechanicus. Do they know that these people are building large ships?
He doesn't know.
Actually, yes, of course they would know. The Mechanicus would probably be the ones that are building it. They're probably the ones that are either indebted to the Zerzan line or are the Soler's compatriots. They probably followed him when he was banished from their planet, from the same planet that I was.
What about the Ecclesiarchy? With that many... Do they have a strong presence in the system?
I wouldn't think so.
No, that's why actually... Because I'm just
They would
thinking
have
about
probably noticed the Psychers.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. An entire cluster of Psychers?
Not
There
an
have been
entire cluster,
crusades.
but they've got a higher amount.
Yeah,
Yes.
they got a higher
Yes.
amount than normal. But
That would get the Ecclesiarchy suspicion, at least. And what better way
Yeah,
to
we
do
should.
Zerzan?
We could talk about sending the black ships there. That'd be a good idea.
That is a
That-
good idea. That you try to think of the best way to distribute them, and that's an excellent idea.
To notify them.
Get the black ship sent there, and that might actually break up that marriage.
Yes.
And it'll
that-
delay them, and it will delay their construction greatly while this whole thing while the investigation's going.
Especially since a large amount of the people that are building it would probably be the ones that are the highly skilled people, would have a good amount of psychers in them too. That'd take time to train back up.
Yep, and
Yeah.
that would be a pretty huge hit to them overall. While that's
Mhm.
going on, we probably couldn't move against it personally while that's going on, though.
No, particularly seeing as one of us is wanted by the ecclesiarchy. Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
Um,
Would be,
but the
it'd be
point-
handy.
Yeah.
If we had the warp route for there, so that'd be another thing to hire a navigator with. We
True,
expect
but
the black ships to go there, and well, they're going to need a navigator.
well, they are, but on the other hand, I don't think a low-level footfall spy is going to have access to their navigational charts.
No, I was thinking we're going to have to chart them ourselves.
Oh,
If
in that sense, yeah.
The Black Fleet, and because we wanted to hire a navigator to stalk one of these ships anyhow.
Yes, but to map it out means we'd have to go there ourselves, which would
Yeah.
cause problems.
Hmm. Well, if we bring it to their attention. Go ahead.
I was about to say, if we have the location on the star maps, we should be able to give that to them, and they'd be able to do it themselves. I mean, we
Yeah.
can do it.
Yeah, I mean,
We could
Yeah,
do it,
so-
but I think it's probably safer if we just give the ecclesiarch. Well, we conveniently
Just tell
slip
the ecclesiarchy that the electron cluster has a whole bunch of psychers, and that that they haven't been visited by the black ships in a while.
Well, yeah, they're not sanctioned at
They
all,
have-
basically, are
they
they?
haven't been.
And the server
Well, they
that-
haven't been. They haven't been visited by the regular ecclesiarchy either. Like there's a whole bunch of lost sheep in this cluster that need to be brought into the fold of the Imperial Church.
With force,
And-
if necessary.
Human worlds full of heretics and psychers.
Under the aegis of the Zerzan line.
Well, we
Yeah,
don't care about that
and-
bit. That makes it sound too much like rogue trader business. This isn't about rogue traders at all. This
No,
is about
exactly.
bringing
The
the Imperial,
goodness, light
bringing
of
the
the
glory
Emperor.
of the Emperor to more people.
And let's face it, if anybody's going to be the poster boy for the light of the Emperor in this kind of sector, it'd be Little Boy Bash.
Oh yeah,
Devout
that's the
child.
fact that I actually have here ecclesiarchy.
That.
Yeah, that'd help.
Yes.
I vaguely know a few ecclesiarchs, but I don't have peer. You know?
I think I know a couple of priests, but I wouldn't want to call on them myself.
Well, we could just say they've spotted you in the Letrius cluster.
Okay, you don't have to come along.
I didn't have that big a bounty on my head. I only blew up like one ore crawler. We've done more than that ourselves over our entire year. I'd probably just get put in the stockades lethally. That's not worth anybody's time and money. But the point being, actually sicking the ecclesiarchy on Zerzan is actually probably one of the best ideas we've got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At
Not
the
only
very
that-
least, as a temporary block in its ambition,
Yeah.
while we get ourselves sorted out.
There's There's not as much risk for us.
It'll buy
as
us
there is for
time.
him.
Hmm.
Yeah, and
If we
We're gonna
get
have
this
to
time
get some-
bot, then
Yeah.
It's just as long as, well, as long as they're not old school bodies with him.
That's
Yeah.
possible, but on the other hand, the whole your wife is a psyker and you don't know.
no, just the whole
When
your
the
way from the psyker.
ecclesiarchy exposes that, yeah, first of all, the fact this cluster is still unsanctioned psychers who haven't been checked up on. In fact, the ecclesiarchy may not even have a regular outpost there. It may be the Expanse, but a major colony of humanity without any ecclesiarchy influence is dodgy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's kind of why I want to get a few ecclesiarchs on Belka, because we should have the Imperial Church there.
Imperial
Not
Church.
right.
we already. I
Not
mean, we had
everything.
that priest guy doing that sun thing, but
Father Jack!
He was.
Yes.
Yeah, we had to drop a macro cannon shell on his head.
Exactly.
Yeah, that went
and
that way.
then
And
we
he wasn't-
cleaned up the mess afterwards.
Yes, Father Jack should not be considered in any way, shape, or form a member of the ecclesiarchy.
No, he was a priest nominate, not an actual priest.
Yes, precisely. He was also a filthy heretic.
That's
Yeah.
true.
He was actually going to be more than that, but you killed him, so I'm all.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could sort of every now and again we do get a sort of alert sense of plot hooks when we kind of move to disable them
By dropping macro cannon shells on him.
by dropping macro cannon shells.
Yeah, preferably.
Show me problems that can't be solved by dropping macro cannon shells on you, and I'll show you filthy lies.
You know it.
Okay, man, it feels like there's. I mean, we got a really great. Okay, we got a pretty solid plan here. It feels like there's this one little detail. It's just kind of out of my reach. Hard to. Can't quite. There's something real that I really want to know, but it's just hard to grasp it. You know.
Well,
It feels like there's something more we could get here.
it's not like we haven't got the time all the time in the world with this guy. You know, he's not like he's chained up in our interrogation quarters or anything.
But listen, yeah, very true. I'm going to give you this offer here. Now you can talk just fine. That's been clear. You don't need your eyes to talk. But I'm going to give you a deal here. If you can give us any information that you think would be of use to us that we haven't already asked for, you get to keep them.
I give him an assistance on this intimidate check.
Okay.
And actually, what's your intimidate score?
Me, hang on, 68.
Because because you seem to be a talented gentleman. This time, you happen to meet your better. But I'd be more than happy to take you under my wing. But this is the time to ingratiate yourself and improve your loyalty. And there's a lot of great times to be had with us. We promise you that.
Which you would have to see to enjoy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But if you have nothing to offer us, then we'll just have to take something else from you.
All right. Make
That's
your
right, come
intimidate
up with your
test.
ideas. All right, Macarius, you and I have intimidate, don't we? So we may as well assist
Yep.
Trust. So Trust
Who
have
has the highest intimidate? Mine's 40.
68.
Yeah, but I get.
I'm
Okay, so
rocking
wait,
it.
mine's 50
60,
rather.
so-
Sorry. So 68.
Yep.
My intimidate's 18 because I can't do anything with it yet. So it's not good.
Okay, fair enough. In which case,
So I'll just give you an 8 on this one.
yeah, okay, that's probably for the best.
Yep.
And then I'll be rolling on with Macarius' 8. I'll be rolling against 78. 2 degrees of success.
Okay.
We could take a lot more from eyes. Trust me.
He
Oh,
also
snap,
gets.
son.
He also gets. Oh no, that's only one degree of success.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Oh, yes, because he's still suffering fatigue, by the way.
Oh yeah. So yeah, it's not even a success.
If it's just 1 degree of success, then it's just a success.
Yeah.
Yes, because he suffers fatigue, so yes, I still succeed by 2 degrees.
Yeah.
Does he listen, I wonder?
Unfortunately, he hasn't really got anything else to tell you. So he's going to start begging for his life at this point, but
You don't need eyes to live.
no, but he kind of likes his eyes.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what.
We could give
You're
him some
trying,
eyes.
you're trying, and that's the important part. So I'm going to take one now, and later on, if you come up with anything, you'll be good. And we can give you robot eyes too. So that's awesome.
Wait. Are you really doing this?
We can do. I'm sure eventually we can.
No, but are you...
Oh yes, I can easily do that actually.
I actually meant, Trust, are you really going ahead with taking out his eyes? Okay, fine.
Just one.
Well, he's just
Just
taking one, so he's got one
Just
eye.
one. Just one.
We'll give him an eye
Okay.
patch.
Think of it as encouragement.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't know.
And we'll just... Oh, I guess we can't. I don't know if we can
Chase-
send a package on the next thread to the Lettering Cluster. To send
No.
sensors and an eye.
No, that gives the
No.
game away. I'm spending my time chasing Trust around the interrogation room with an eyeball.
Why chase me around? I'm not going to be freaked out by
You're the
that.
crazy fucker who took it out!
I'm taking the eye out.
I can't do it to the captain. I'd like not to get shot.
You can do it.
And
Oh,
I just don't care. I'm the guy that deals with medicine, so all you got is sin.
if you want to.
Yeah, I'd love to scare the woman who could burn me to a crisp with her eye.
I'm the one doing this. Why would I be
with
scared?
an eye.
You can torture the crew. You can freak out the crew later on, or some passengers we carry. I don't care. This.
Yes, that's a brilliant idea. I'll give the crew.
You're kind of ruining this for me. You're kind of ruining this.
That may or may not also be part of the plan. Fine, I'll give it to the crew, see if they get +1 perception or something. I don't know.
Anyway,
One eye. There's like 100 crew with one eye.
Fuck, I don't know.
no anesthetic, but I cut out his eye. I cut out his left eye.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Pop. He screams, of course. But
Don't be such a baby. Don't be such.
But we have this entire deck soundproofed, so
Yeah, it's
what's a lot of good that's
fine.
gonna do.
so far he's lost his nose, his teeth, and his eye. He's not having a good day.
We didn't
His
knock
nose
out
is still there.
August.
It's just a new shape.
Yeah. He only broke his nose.
Not the eye anymore.
No. The eye is officially gone.
And most of
All
the
right
teeth.
then.
Nose is
We'll
still
let
there.
you get. I think we're gonna get out of him right now. So basically, it's this. We're gonna let you sit here. You know, you've had a really rough day. You know, we're gonna let you stew a little while, and everything. You know, we'll talk to you later after you sort yourself out. You know, healed up a bit, rested. You know, there's no possible way of escape. You are stuck here. Keep in mind. You know, and if you don't. You know, and if you get out, where are you going to go? There'll be guards outside. We've got crew. You know, you don't want them to follow. You don't want them to find you.
No.
So, you know, and don't
And
make me.
if
You
the-
don't
if he
want to have
manages
this
to-
conversation with. You really don't want to have this conversation with me again. So, but do your best. Put on that little thinking cap of yours, and I drum my blade against his forehead. You know, as I'm saying this. And try to think of something really, really good that we can use. You know, more. You know, we got more passcodes, names, locations.
Well, at this point, he's going to give you pretty much all these people on the station. But you know, none of them are really that important.
Well, he's telling us so much that just. This is so useless to me, though, man. Come on. I'm really trying to help you out here.
But don't tell me anything important. That way, when you do this to me, I can't tell you anything important.
That sucks to be you, then, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Well done there, Inspector Clouseau.
Well, we're going to keep you around anyway. Just, you never know. You might become useful at one point. You know, and you might get a chance to save your life if we, you know, should we ever, you're going to be our prisoner for a while, and you know, but just keep in mind, I take his severed eye, place on top of his head. We'll be keeping an eye on you.
God.
I'm sure that he's not.
Halfway
I'm not sure
through
whether
stuff.
the ice cream or the.
That would be 4 degrees of success on my shot with a plasma pistol in his
What?
I roll dodge. I've got dodge.
No,
God.
not your face, his face.
He just put the
Trust or the prisoner?
prisoner.
Oh, you've just executed him. He was helpless. He can't
Yes.
dodge. Okay.
Because
What?
if he's going to make puns
Captain.
like that, Trust doesn't get any toys.
Oh man, I was hoping to.
The bird body just
don't
slumps to
care.
the floor. Somehow you
Could have at
just
least
get the
let me
feeling
turn
of
him into a
thank
The
you.
servitor.
Emperor
from them.
protects.
Hey, you can still turn him into a servitor. You just need to get the brain out of some other useless sand and put it in there, clearly. Oh, you've broken trust. Well done.
We were done with him.
Right.
Could we set up, now that we've met that guy, could we
I'm sorry.
set up someone on the
Slump it out of
station
there. Drag him my feet. Drag him my feet.
to, you know, collect all his communiques and not send them on?
Oh, you got to say that one out loud, Darb.
Come on, Trust. Let's head out of the puncheon and grab a drink.
It's just not fair. There was time now.
Look. I fear for your eternal soul.
He has an eternal soul.
Well, if he doesn't, then I'm going to shoot him in the head instead.
Good point.
The rest of you
I had so
might
many
be
more. I had so many
terrible
more.
heathens, but I'm a good follower of the Imperial Creed.
I think this is the first time that Aubrey would agree with anybody on the Imperial Creed. There are some puns which should not be made, some jokes which should never be crossed.
Is that like the 11th commandment
Really,
of the Imperial
keeping an
Creed?
eye
Thou
on
shalt
them?
not pun.
Thou shalt not
Yes,
pun. What is
the
it?
emperor.
Not
The
pun.
emperor has a very takes a very dim view of puns.
You're making that up.
And we're loving every minute of it.
Pretty sure I got Commodore Imperium. I could find out real fast if that's true or not.
Nope.
Damn it!
Oh.
I'm using a fate on that one.
Oh god.
Half the time, you guys seem to do a hell of a lot worse than your fate points.
Yep.
Well, that's kind of
The joy of dice.
There's so many things wrong with this group. It's wonderful.
we
You know, I find it
did
funny that Sebastian is turning out to be the moral compass of our company.
Hey, I object to that partially. I'm partially balanced. And also,
Oh, wait, sorry, the sanity compass of our company.
hey,
No, I object to that.
Seb has
I object to that completely.
sanity points.
Seb's one of the most insane people on our crew.
Yet, he doesn't do stuff like this.
Nor do
I
I.
think it's
Nor
an
does
idea.
Bash.
He rewrites people's minds.
Yeah. He
So?
does worse.
That just means that he doesn't have to do this kind of crap.
Okay. Okay, at the very least, arguable as Sin and I are, Bash is way more sane than Seb.
No, Bash did a pretty good job of it. I mean, he just that was what he did was polite. What is it? Nice. It was merciful. There's the word.
Yes, exactly, which makes him saner than Seb. I wouldn't call mind raping merciful. I don't know what I don't know what back end of the galaxy that was considered a good standard.
Well, which would you rather be? Completely mind raped or have to put up with trust puns?
Well, I can. I'd rather him try to mind rip me because I'm immune to it.
Yeah, okay. You're a machine now, officially. You don't have to worry about that sort of thing. Us fleshy types.
What if he grabs tech use and starts reprogramming you?
I don't think.
Hey.
I think, thankfully, astropathosensors can't take tech use.
Let's get back to
And I will never
business
teach him.
or whatever.
I don't know if
why
the
not?
only business left.
Making
Yeah, I mean, you
trust
need
the
to-
state even more miserable.
Yeah, because I mean, if we're not going to the lecturing class ourselves, you can't do that.
Okay. I do. Can I make a demolitions check to place a inferno grenade at the top of Trust's bedroom door so it falls off? Because inferno grenades can melt through anything that isn't a reinforced bulkhead.
What?
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Because we're making Trust stay miserable, and I figure it's the easiest way for a guy who doesn't have sneak to do it.
What?
No, it's
Melt his door off?
I'm not melting the door, I'm just melting the hinge. It's replaceable. I mean, goddamn. Macarius collects everything. I mean, I'm sure he's got a couple of spare door hinges.
Well, I thought you were trying to make it drop on me. Like that's
No.
that's gonna kill me. That was
No. That's physical harm. That's beyond my permit. That just will make you miserable.
You
Like,
do
well-
realize that you're going to be starting a prank war, right?
I was under the impression one had started already, actually, but yeah.
You weren't thinking, you could just get a blowtorch and just shut the door normally? Rather than putting in a
That's
inferno
just-
grenade?
I could, but that's tech use. I don't have it.
What do you
I
mean?
only have technical knock as a talent, and that doesn't count.
Yeah,
what did
the
you
prank
do?
hole started when I left a demon head inside the previous captain's quarters.
Yeah.
I still have
Technically,
that thing stuffed and mounted.
Yeah.
you do.
Well, you would, but we threw it out.
Oh, yes,
So
we
threw
threw
out
it
the
out.
body. I salvaged the head.
No, we threw everything
that's-
out.
Can I borrow the head?
Bash commanded us to throw the head out.
Yeah. Left it in the room when I moved in.
Yeah, we used it once and then he got rid of it.
For some reason.
Yeah, sorry for not
Tried to
wanting
throw
the
it
head
out.
of the
He has
demonic
no
entity
sway
lying in
the
my bedroom.
engine iron.
I completely understand actually. All right, fair enough. I think we've got enough. I think I'm not helping here. We've gotten off the beaten track.
Yeah, the beaten track was about half an hour ago, I think.
Hey, the interrogation was part of the plan. The end of it, not so much.
You know,
I
you would have
I
given
just have
me
to say this right
anything.
now. I didn't see any way else that it would have ended.
No, true. If Trust was going to pun, actually, Bash's reaction was kind of predictable.
Yeah.
Also, Bash should know Aubrey is now more loyal to him than ever.
See, someday Trust will learn he puns and bad things happen.
And when he sings, even worse things do.
Hey, it also lets you crit a shitload. I want to hear it.
There's
Yeah,
battle.
remember how well you went on those investigate rolls? When you were looking for stuff on the ship?
It nearly worked, clearly.
Oh yeah. What is it? That mono knife. Is it actually in the? Is it? Where is it right now?
Well, I'm still carrying it.
I was going to say, you'd think he'd keep that sort of thing around.
I do keep it around all the time.
I'm gonna just use my ferric lure on that.
What? What's ferric lure?
Stop playing with each other.
Ferric lure is the ability to pick up metal objects with my mind.
Oh,
Because he's a giant magnet now.
please critically fail and watch from attached to your forehead.
Do it.
Like-
Roll it.
Okay. Why
No,
would
no.
you do that? But okay.
Trust. Think of it like this: if Macarius cocks a roll up, the sword's going to go towards him, pointy end first.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it's probably attack you, so like he's going to cock the roll up.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I don't know, is it tech use or is it like toughness or agility?
Willpower.
Yeah, well, willpower.
All right.
So
I'll-
then go-
Can I do something vaguely sensible?
yes, please help us.
Yes.
Help us.
What would I need to do to find out if anyone currently has any stuff in stock that Zerzan is coming to send people to pick up?
That'd be a commerce roll, I think.
Or whatever it is, yeah.
All right.
Because I was
got
thinking that's when's the next freighter of his supposed to show up?
2.5 months.
2 months.
Okay,
Oh.
so I have actually just had a sensible idea.
I don't
Can I
believe you.
roll very good. Can I roll Forbidden Law Pirates to determine if there's any sort of... we know Trust? We know Zinz has hired disreputable types to attack us before.
Yep.
Can I roll Forbidden Law Pirates to see if there's any chance that anything... I could sort of find out if there are any pirates currently in Zinz's employ?
You can have Forbidden Law Pirates would give you the option of finding out what's in the if he's hiding anywhere from here.
Okay, let's give that a shout then. So rolling against 36. Long shot, but... Yup!
You literally make pirates flock to his banner.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
you walk in there and you go, "Avast me hearties! I'd be looking for a pirate."
yeah. I had some Schnoz snaps with Trust as a commiseration before doing this. That was not clever idea on my part.
Oh, that's a fail as well.
I can't really do that, but I can do common lore underworld to see if there's anyone else has been hired out. How many more people have been hired out the door?
Yep.
And just do that real quick. 40 with my underworld 48. So yeah.
Yeah, no one's been here to kill you this time. No,
That's good.
after what happened to the last two lots, no one's willing to try it at the moment.
Oh, that's good to know. Should probably man. I'm trying to think like. get as much information we can out of this, outside of doing the thing with the Black Fleet, you know.
Well,
Yeah, and
it's
that's-
going to be... Yeah, we need to set up the Ecclesiarchy to jump on the Lectrian cluster somehow, and that's probably going to be Sin's thing, given that she's got the Ecclesiarchy pier.
Well,
Yeah.
no, I don't. Bash has. I have a fellowship of 25 right now. I can't
Sorry.
fellowship anyone.
I don't know why I said Sin, I apologise. Bash. Bash has the aforementioned.
Yep.
Well, actually, hang on, sorry, I've just...
Well,
We know they had to have gotten supplies to carry on building the battle cruiser the Lectrian cluster couldn't have. Perhaps we could push on the Ecclesiarchy, not the Ecclesiarchy, the Adeptus Mechanicus to find out, well, what's going on there and if we can convince them to stop supplying them or something. I don't know.
I could probably help with that.
Or we
Or whether
could
we can-
buy out all their stuff so they can't, you know. Or we could undermine them by just buying out their supply.
well, that's what I was just seeing if
Yeah.
they had anything in stock.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we
Because
can-
then I was going to.
Yeah.
Steal it.
Coincidentally, important
Or
parts
give
that
them a
we
better
need to-
offer.
yes.
No, I was going to steal it.
Oh,
Oh.
God, no.
Whatever.
So
that
much
could
being
be-
the
that-
upstanding 10-year-old son of the Ecclesiarchy. You're just going to
It's-
fucking
it's
take it.
legit- Legitimate rogue
He's a
trader
good rogue
business.
trader, though.
Yeah, point, yeah.
Remember in my letter, I pointed out that a lot of this is just no rare trader business. It doesn't have anything to do with the Ecclesiarchy or the Inquisition.
True.
Right, so I'm going to have to call this soon because I've got work early tomorrow morning. So
Alright.
Okay, fair enough.
Right.
probably I think the rest of the plans should probably be done next week anyway. You've got several ideas. You've got a week to think it over.
We've proven we're all quite mad.
Yep, again.
Again, granted.
I love how the end just happened.
Hmm?
I love how the end of this session just happened. That was funny.
Yeah.
We're dedicated.
Yeah.
Well, what can we say?
I dropped one massive pun as everything descended to madness because I just broke everybody's brains.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, so we could do a bit more today, but you know I've got to be up for work in about 6 hours. So
it's fine. At
Yep.
this point, we're setting up plans for next week. Anyway, so.
Yeah, we got a lot of thinking to do. We're struggling to come with ideas as it is. So
yeah. So
yeah.
have a week, have a chat, get yourselves all sorted, and next week we'll go straight into it. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm going to call that. And
yeah, I'm gonna.
Bye, Internet.
yes.
Bye.
Yep, farewell, Internet.
Right, we're off.
All right.
I'm gonna have to
one more
rebuild.
time. Don't pun.
Okay, how much XP have you misspent then, if you don't mind me asking, Truss?
I haven't misspent. It's just I didn't. I thought wasn't quite at rank 3 yet. I can't tell you why I think that way. I don't know, but I just kept buying stuff. Like, man, I'm like running out of things I can get or that I want to use in these low level things.
Yeah, you have to buy. You probably have to buy some stat ups as well.
I bought some stat ups, yeah, but
How
yeah,
much
it's just like
experience have you used?
let's see. That's what I got to keep track of here because it doesn't seem because I keep updating my experience tracker, but it doesn't always take.
Have you
So,
originally